Lights out, we're underway. Motorsport Republic of Podcast.
It's going to be interesting going forward. Yamaha's taken a big leap forward.
Yeah.
Big leap forward.
It's huge.
And
so happy to see that.
so happy to say that 0.8 of a second faster from the previous year.
And Rins was up half a second.
It's really exciting for them. And look, and I know there's so much news about this V4 coming out, but they might not even have to if the bike's performing.
Well, that's it. And Yamaha's thing has always been they've been terrible. Quartararo especially terrible in 1 lap pace.
Yep.
They can't get those super soft Michelins to work. And then Quartararo's got race pace. He's always up there for race pace, but he's just starting back down in 12th, 13th, 14th position. So now that hopefully they've also got qualifying pace, which will then obviously translate for Fabio as race pace. He could be up there. Like, it's always so hard to tell. They could be doing the ultimate Maverick Vinales on us, which he did famously do on a Yamaha. But realistically, it's so exciting. No one saw this coming, and the leap that they've taken, you don't really see that in modern MotoGP. They've really turned it around, and I thought they were going to be better, but they've added to a Prima Primac now, so they've got the satellite bikes, which are probably just factory bikes realistically, and they've got Quartararo, who's the best rider, one of the best riders on the grid, and they've turned this bike around so quickly. They're in an amazing position, and they've got a massive bank account to do it on.
Bank account, followership, big fan base, and it's so exciting. And the other thing is, you're right. It adds another dynamic this year because KTM look like the team that is going to be falling back, and there needs to be some excitement in there. And I think this is going to provide us with that. One of my questions, I'm going to jump into it straight now for you, James. Is this real? Yamaha, is this real? Are they top 5 pace? Is it podium pace? I'm so excited to listen to your 1 to 22 prediction coming up later in the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, don't miss that.
So please stay tuned for that. But is it real? Like, can we do that? Is it Vinales fraud spec? But I don't know. Like, and watching interviews, looking at data, watching podcasts of the last week, everyone thinks it's real.
I know, everyone's saying, and even Ducati, I think Tardozzi came out and said, like, I can't believe how Yamaha's turned it around. And this is awesome for what concessions can do. Yeah. Like, they only can do this because of the concessions packages they had. Try and say that 3 times in a row. But it's just, it's so good to see. I don't know if it's real. I really don't.
And we hope. I think that's the thing. From
what everyone's saying, it is. I'm always going to be skeptical about it, but they look fast. I think Fabio's race pace has always been there. It's just that 1 lap pace, so it looks pretty good to me.
Do you see him winning a race this year? Fabio Quartararo.
Yeah.
Main race.
Yeah.
Wow. And you know what's crazy? 2-3 weeks ago, Ducati Cup. It was always the Ducati Cup. And
people were saying they're going to win the championship. It's gone crazy.
But guys,
you
got to look what's different in 2025 coming up as well. And this is the thing. There's going to be 2 less Ducatis. There's going to be only 3 of the factory spec bike on the grid. We all know that 2024 bike is unreal. We all know this. And we all know that the 25 spec bike difference to the 24 spec probably hasn't been as large as previous years. So that adds another dynamic with Alex Marquez going strong in the test. Digia hopefully coming back from injury. Even Morbidelli, I got some news on Morbidelli coming up later in the show as well. So it's super exciting. And I think it's going to be a battle of the 24/25s at the start of the year with maybe some Yamaha flavour.